Assalamu alaikum viewers. We will be discussing today Gagne's 9 level of instruction. In fact, there are two schools of thoughts, and they usually say about the pronunciation of Gagne's as Gagne's 9 levels of instruction. No matter, but in my view, it's not Gagne's 9 level of instruction. This is 9+ levels of instruction. So we will be teaching you that why it is 9+ level of instruction. I'm Professor Niaz, and let me share with you. So this presentation was actually I prepared for a workshop, but you can consider this lecture as pre-guidance for your workshop as well, because you can apply this lecture and this session to your already prepared slides as well, so that you can then compare your slides with this 9 levels of instruction, or the best way is that you can compare it with 9+ levels of instruction, so that you will prepare an efficient presentation at the end of the day. So you can see here an instructor is there, students are there, and look at their levels of thought. Teacher is talking about syllabus or curriculum. One student is maybe focusing his kita like this one, the other is say it's too cool outside, and the other's point of view is focused on exams. But nevertheless, as a whole, the students majority point of view in a lecture sees that what component of the lecture will be a part of the exam as well. So once there are different level of thoughts, you see, and curriculum is in between, and the teacher is going to deliver a lecture based on the contents to be taught mentioned in the curriculum. So you see what a lecturer says and what a students hear on, then he thinks, and the student once thinks he is considering all the points of the teacher as blah 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 blah, but when the teacher says on Friday there is exam, so the student is being stimulated, and so students are very anxious about their grades, and you have to get their attention once you will be teaching them. So alignments in thoughts are very important, and this is how the learning objective will help you. So Gagne's 9 level of instruction, you see, there are 9 events. These are 9 events of instruction, and Aleraki, probably from University of Dammam, then he added this 10th level of instruction. So we will be now dealing with this type of. Now you see, the first 3 are gaining attention. You can add a picture, and then without adding a caption, and ask the students, what do you see in the picture? What is your approach to this? Or you can use the text, or you can use a sound, you can use a cry, anything you can use it, so that it shall gain the attention. And once you gain the attention, just through asking the question as well, and then you have to announce the objective at once, and then recall the prerequisite learning as well. Once you announce the objective that today's lecture is focus on this, so you see, the objective shall be smart, and if you have planned a smart objective, then it will be easy for you to finish the lecture in time. But for that, you shall recall the previous knowledge of the students as well, because you have to come. So you see this caption, these symbols are there, and to recall the prerequisite learning, you can see the hairs are stimulated and are erected, mean piloerection is there, and you have been able to sensitize the students or stimulates their sympathetic nervous system. The fourth step of the Gagne's 9 level of instruction is that presenting the stimulus material, and these stimulus materials are new things. These are new things. New things mean once you recall the prior knowledge, so prior knowledge plus new things. Remember, you have still maintained the receptivity of the participant, and once you present the new things, so these new things can be in shape of 1, 2, 3, 4 slides, and these are the key slides in your lecture. These are the key slides in your lecture. Then you have to ask questions. You have to ask questions as well, and once you ask question and you feel that there is any difficulty, then you have to provide the learning guidance to the participants or the listener or the, to whom you are giving lecture. This step is very important. Sometimes when you ask question and the student has not gained this new material, then you say, oh my god, do not say this. Just give them encouragement, motivate them, and maybe some of the students has learned this thing, gained these particular points, and so let they shall share. So this will make the lecture interactive. And once you are going to guide them, you see, an elder person, an adult is guiding a new one. The new one mean who is a new learner, who is a new learner, new learners to the new learner to the new uh, materials that you have added, and that is why you have to facilitate them. The sixth step is eliciting learner performance, and eliciting learner performance is very important. And the seventh thing is providing feedback. Here you can ask question, but that question can be clarifying question as well. So there are different types of question, but once you elicit the learner performance, you just ask it, and then you provide a feedback, and wherever correction is needed, you have to correct that particular problem at once, like you present the objective at once. And remember, assessing the performance, you can ask a quiz, you can give a similar type of scenario, or and then you can have their feedback, and that's very important. And once you are of the opinion that the new material has been gained, then you have to enhance the retention and transfer of these, so that how these new things, when they will come across in the new situation, they will apply this particular knowledge they gain in the classroom. And the last and 10th step, this is 9 plus 1, and this one is, which is the 10th one, provide further learning resources. This is very important because the students want easiness, and for easiness the resource material shall be added at the end for their easy reference. So in a nutshell and summary, you see, these are 9 plus events of instruction, and these points are so strong that you can prepare your slides, your presentation for a conference as well, not only for the lecturing, because it is one of the mode of information transfer. So when you will be dealing and you will be preparing your presentation, whether for an international conference or for a school students or college students for learning, so remember, you have to set the time as well, and the body and the closing time as well. So these first three steps are related to the setting, and then the main body consists of these. You will provide new information, learning guidance, feedback, and elicit learning performance. And at the end of the day, you see, you have to enhance the learning retention and provide the learning resources, and at the end of the day you will ask the questions. In this way you will perform a very good presentation. Now, you see, you might have prepared a presentation for a conference or for your students in the classroom. Just recall that, pick that, and see whether that presentation is usually divided in these three chunks, or otherwise whether your presentation has for gaining attention, any picture, any statement, or objectives are there, or recall, give a stimulus to the previous prior knowledge, and then new material are sufficient, how they are presented, whether when you perform, you presented all these things, you provide learning guidance, feedback was there, questioning was there, information retention, or retention was enhanced or otherwise. So you can revise this lecture in this point of view. Remember, again, is 9 level of instruction, you see, is can be attributed to the Bloom's taxonomy as well, where whether you want to recall, you want to give information at recall level, or understanding, and or at the level of application. So in order to carry your students, to give information to a student at the level of application, you have to carry them to intermediate order of cognition as well, and that is only possible once you interact with them. In summary, these are the 9 plus steps. 9 plus 1 mean total 10 steps, and the complete narrative of each one is written here for your easy and reference guide. Remember, eliciting learner performance is to check whether the learner has gained the point or otherwise, and here you will ask question. So provide the corrective feedback at once, correct them, and assess the learner performance. Check at the end. You can have your quiz as well, or otherwise. So you have to carry your students at the level of cognition level 3, that is in synthesis, that is application of the new knowledge gained. So once how they are going to use this. So with this, uh, we have made this pro forma. You can make your pro forma at your institution, and if somebody is going to present the lecture, you see, so whether you will see whether these nine plus level of instruction are there, and if he perform very well, so you will grade them 3 stars, you see, and if they perform very poor, so you can give them a single star, and so on. You will check for the rest of the step and with your remarks, and this will help you and your students and your institution for the adoption of delivery of a uh, um, delivery of the curriculum in quality manners. Thank you very much, and thank you for listening me.